What's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new playthrough on this channel. This is oh boy, I've wanted to do this for so long. And who's that fella riding across the horse? Or you should know what this is. But this is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I have wanted to do this game on this channel since the very beginning, and I was actually supposed to do this playthrough a year ago, but I had technical problems, so I had to pass on it at the time. And you also may be wondering why I'm playing the original version as opposed to the 3DS remake. I don't have any way to capture the 3DS remake. If there's things relevant to the game in the playthrough about the 3DS remake, I will bring it up. But yeah, unfortunately, I love the 3DS remake. It's arguably even better than this version. But unfortunately, I have no way to capture it, so I have to do this version. Plus, this is the first version I played, so it's kind of more of a nostalgia feel to it. So yeah, let's get this started. Anyways, so I did a practice playthrough with this. I'm actually doing a playthrough of the 3DS version for research purposes, but we're just gonna start a file. We're just gonna name it nothing special. We're just gonna name him Link, much like when I played through Majora's Mask. Did I do that right? Yeah, I'm trying to wonder if I spelled Link right, but apparently I did. So alrighty, so let's do this. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. And it's going to give us a bit of a fast forward to what we're going to see later in the game. And yeah. But anyway, it's basically a basic introduction to the characters. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil is descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, may the world, depends on thee. But anyway, we're gonna see kind of a way to first-person perspective. It's used in Mario 64. It's used in Banjo-Kazooie. It's basically used in a lot of N64 games, a lot of early N64 games. Come to think of it, Ocarina of Time and Banjo-Kazooie would have came out the same year, but I think Banjo-Kazooie was early '98 and this was late '98, so. Hello, Link, wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Wait, Link, get up. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. Now, the Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. So, let's just say Navi is a common, let's just say scrappy among Zelda fans. Basically things to make fun of. I don't really find Navi to be particularly annoying. There's some points where like she'll give a tutorial and like basically it'll be uncalled for, but she's not, I don't really think she's that bad, especially if you know the canon, which I'll explain into more later. But anyway, here's another character introduction. Yahoo! Hi, Link. And if we talk to her, if we actually talk to this girl, wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kakiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Now, this character is a Saria. She's gonna play a role much later in the game. Now, we have to go to the Great Deku Tree. However, if we try to leave the forest, there'll be this kid blocking and says, you're not allowed to leave the forest. The Great Deku Tree said that if a Kakiri leaves the woods, he or she will die. So, yeah, we cannot leave the forest just yet. And, however, if we try to go to the Great Deku Tree, and actually, if Navi is given a message, you just press C up. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Anyway, so she'll basically give you hints on what to do, and there's several ways in this game to get hints on what to do, but 3DS version's even easier. But talk to this guy. Hey, you, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree has actually summoned you. What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. So, yeah, and basically, the shield's gonna be in the shop, and hi Link, look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with the A. Yeah, the first part of this game is basically tutorials. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that they finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z and look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. Now, one complaint I have with the N64 version, there are some complaints I have with the N64 version that the 3DS version ended up fixing. The text moves particularly slow in the N64 version, so, now if we try to buy the Deku Shield, though, it's 40 rupees, so we're gonna have to find some way to come up with some rupees, and, good news is, this batch of rupees right here will respawn when you leave and exit a house. It's not particularly too hard to get 40 rupees, and I think there's some in this bush too. There's some rupees in this bush. Yeah, we already have half the amount to get these. So also, if we go over here, House of the Great Mido. So here's what I like to do. Let's rob his house. Break into his house and take a green rupee. That's 1 rupee. A blue rupee, and then another blue rupee. We almost have enough to get the shield, and on top of that, a heart. Yeah, the whole basics of the Kakiri Forest is basically a tutorial part, but I think there's also some other blue rupees you can find. Really, they want you to just run around and get rupees. Now, there are some ways, like, let's just say, like, Ocarina of Time, early N64 version, it's a particularly broken game, let's just say, like, in terms of, like, speed running, but I'm not really going to go into that during this run. I'm not really going to pull off any major glitches. If I find any I'll demonstrate any notable ones I know off the top of my head, but I'm not going to do anything major. But, yeah, if we talk to this girl, hee hee, you came all the way up here. You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with control sticks. You look around the forest with a control. So, wow, we actually fell down. Yeah, so at least we can get the shield now. So, if we go into the shop, let's go into the shop and get the shield. So, and we got a Deku shield. Switch the equipment sunscreen to select the shield, press A to equip it. Anyway, so press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. So yeah, we're not gonna find anything else, but we still, however, have to find the sword. So thankfully, I know where it is. It's the only place we have not looked yet. But yeah, I like to get the shield first, but you can either get the sword first or the shield first, but it doesn't really matter what you get first. But as long as you have a sword and shield. Also, if you go to these targets, so yeah, you press Z and you basically if you backflip on these stones, we get 1 rupee. Every backflip, did I do this right? We got 1 rupee, and I think you get a blue rupee one of these sounds. Yeah, we got a blue rupee. So yeah, it's another quick way to get rupees. There's a lot of ways to get rupees in this over the course of this game. I wouldn't say you need rupees as much as you do in Majora's Mask, and there are definitely some parts of this playthrough where if there's parts that'll parallel between the two games, I'll bring them up. But if you want the whole purpose of Majora's Mask, just go watch my Majora's Mask playthrough. But anyway, this is the Kikiri sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with cursor and equip it with A. And it's a hidden treasure of the Kikiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice it with it before you can really fight. Now, this is the only sword we're gonna have for a while, let's just say. And basically, it's typical 3D Zelda controls where B to use sword, B to use your sword. So yeah, we have a sword and a shield. So why don't we go pay that great Mido a visit, that lame ass Mido a visit, actually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that also we can also cut bushes now that we have the sword. So of course that's also an A Link to the Past, but or really any other 3D Zelda, but it's interesting because this game basically this game was very revolutionary for its time. Like I think there are some minor problems I have with this game, but overall I still enjoy coming back to this game regardless of version. Plus, a lot of the minor quirks I have with the N64 version were fixed in the 3DS version. But if you want to see the great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. And what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kikiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. But anyway, these are the first batch of enemies you're gonna see in the whole game. These are Deku Babas. If we kill one of these, if we kill them in this form, we get a Deku stick. So these basically are basically stronger than the sword, but they are a limited use basically. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades this land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage to undertake this task? Yes. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. When Navi speaks, use C up to listen well to words of wisdom. Anyway, so I think there's also a few more Deku Babas over there if I can tell in the background. So yeah, there's more opportunities to get Deku 6. You can only get Deku 6 if you kill them. Also, if you you can equip an item like this, but anyway, we go in here. We are inside the Deku tree. Now, I think now is an appropriate time to cut it off for this part of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So, next time the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we are going to tackle the Great Deku Tree. See you guys then.